There are countless scaling strategies out there, and everyone seems to know how to do every single one of them. But when it comes to the pros, they're not usually using dozens of different strategies to make things work. They understand the platforms they're running ads on, which means they know exactly what they need to do to achieve successful outcomes over and over again. And in this video, I'll teach you exactly how you can scale just like the pros, knowing and understanding the platforms that you're advertising in and implementing the same principles over and over again. This isn't a video that's gonna stop working after the next iOS update or after the next Facebook algorithm update or anything like that. I'll be breaking down the scaling principles so that you can apply them over and over again throughout your advertising lifetime. So let's dive right in. The first thing we need to understand is how Facebook works on the inside. And surprisingly, very few people know this. The way Facebook matches ads to people is through something called clustering. And it looks something like this. You have these pockets of audiences, so let's say you decide to go with a brand like Rolex, okay? So you're targeting people that should be interested in luxury watches. What Facebook then does is find a cluster of people that it believes to be interested in Rolex and continuously tests and expands depending on how they react to the ads it serves them. Make sense? If not, you can just drop a comment down below and I'll make sure to answer it in detail. And while we're at it, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button down below if you want to see more in-depth videos like this one. Let's keep going. Now that you understand how Facebook works on the inside, let's talk about how to properly scale your ad. Obviously, before you go into scaling of any sorts, you need to test your ads and find real winners. I'm not going to go into how to specifically test ads in this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a link down below to another video of mine where I go into exactly how you need to be testing your ads for your e-commerce brand. But once you have winning ads and are ready to start scaling, here's what you need to do. You want to start increasing the budget of your ad set or campaign by 10 to 20% per day max. Because if you spend more than that, or if you increase it by more than that, then the ad is going to go back into the learning phase, which means Facebook is going to start retesting clusters. And if it starts retesting clusters, it means you might miss out on the audience that was working before and get another cluster that is not going to work just as well. On a side note, I do want to mention something about these clusters. Every time that you turn a campaign or an ad set on or off, Facebook is going to be looking for new clusters and targeting new clusters, right? So if for some reason your ad set that should be working isn't working, just turn it off and turn it back on again, and Facebook will basically be targeting a new cluster. So you can try and get your results back by doing that. Now, sometime after you've been increasing your budget by 10 to 20%, you're gonna hit a wall. This wall basically means that your result starts to drop. So how do you fix that? Well, something that is always present in every system in the world is called the point of diminishing returns, which basically means that for every input you add to the system, you're gonna get a lower output. So for example, let's say we're scaling our campaign and we're spending about $500 a day and getting $2,500 back. That's a 5x return. Okay, so for every dollar we put in, we're getting $5 back. So we go ahead and we keep on scaling, and now we're at $800 a day, but we're getting only $2,000 back, which doesn't look great since before we were getting a 5x return and now we're getting a 2.5x return. So in this case, we know for a fact that our campaign or ad set reached the point of diminishing returns. So what do we do here? Here, what you want to do is duplicate the ad set or the campaign at the highest, most profitable budget. Okay, so in our example, let's say that budget was $500 a day. So we would take that winning campaign, duplicate it, and start off at $500 a day. And then as we continue to see more success, we would basically duplicate that campaign again and start off at $500. So now we're spending $1,000 and basically getting $5K back. Because rather than putting $1,000 into one campaign, we just have it split up into two campaigns that work. Therefore, getting that 5X return twice. So to give you a recap, you want to start increasing your budgets by 10 to 20% every single day. And once you hit that wall, you know, that point of diminishing returns where the more money you put in, the less you get out, you want to duplicate the campaign at the highest, most profitable budget. And then as you continue to see success, duplicate it again and again and again so that you're spending more money and making as much as possible. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like this, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button down below so that you know when my next video drops. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.